There is a video circulating right now claiming that NASCAR is officially banning Shane Van Gisbergen's driving technique because it's illegal. That claim is false. There is no ban, there is no investigation, and nothing illegal was found when his car cleared post-race inspection at Sonoma on Sunday. But here's the thing. The reason that video is getting attention is because people genuinely want to understand why SVG is so dominant on road courses. And that is a great question. So today, instead of spreading misinformation, let's answer it with the actual numbers. Because the real story of what SVG is doing is so much more alarming than any fake controversy. He has won exactly half of every road course race he has ever entered in the NASCAR Cup Series. 8 wins from 16 starts, a 50% win rate. And after Sonoma, he is now one single win away from breaking the greatest road course record in the history of the sport. That is the real story. Stay with me. Welcome back to Freedom Line News, the channel where we don't just chase the drama, we break down what really happened. If you're new, hit subscribe. This community is growing every week. Let's get into it. Let's start with the number that should stop every NASCAR fan in their tracks. Shane Van Gisbergen has a 50% win rate on road courses in the Cup Series. That means every time he is lined up for a road course race in NASCAR's top series, he has won it half the time, 8 victories from 16 starts. And to understand just how absurd that number is, you need some context. Road course racing in NASCAR is hard. The tracks are technical, the cars are difficult, and the field is deep with genuine talent. Over the history of the Cup Series, the greatest road course racers, drivers who specifically dedicated their careers to mastering these tracks, have typically won somewhere between 15 and 25% of their starts at their best. Jeff Gordon, widely considered the gold standard of road course racing in NASCAR before SVG arrived, won approximately 9 times from around 46 road course starts across his career. That gives Gordon a win rate of roughly 20%, which was considered extraordinary. SVG's rate is 50%, 2.5 times higher than the best rate ever recorded by a driver who had enough starts to make the comparison meaningful. In any sport, in any era, a 50% win rate at the elite level of competition is considered essentially impossible. SVG is doing it in NASCAR, right now, in real time. And to be clear, Sunday's Sonoma win was not handed to him. Chase Briscoe, who finished second for the second consecutive year at Sonoma, said himself that he felt he had the better car. Briscoe closed to within a second of SVG's bumper in the final stage and had a genuine shot if any corner had gone differently. JGR brought a formidable team effort, with Ty Gibbs sweeping the first 2 stages from pole, Kyle Larson finishing 4th, and Christopher Bell 5th, despite racing with a recently broken wrist. This was a legitimate field giving a legitimate challenge. SVG still won. He led 74 of 110 laps, controlled the race exactly when he needed to, and crossed the line officially clean through post-race inspection. No issues, no penalty, no asterisk. And here's something that makes the achievement even more impressive. SVG started 6th at Sonoma, not from pole. His San Diego DNF the previous week meant he had to qualify in the first group, when track conditions were less ideal. So he overcame both a lower starting position and a field that was clearly making him their primary target. That's not a fluke performance. That's a driver in complete command of his craft at the precise moment it's needed. Now let's talk about the record. The all-time NASCAR Cup Series road course wins record belongs to Jeff Gordon, 9 victories. Gordon built that record over a 23-year career, one of the greatest careers in the history of the sport. He won at Watkins Glen, at Sonoma, at the road courses that defined the summer stretch of the NASCAR calendar across 2 decades. His 9th and final road course victory came in 2004. That record has stood for over 20 years. And Shane Van Gisbergen, in his 3rd year in the Cup Series, having never driven a NASCAR oval before 2024, is 1 win away from tying it. 1 more win. The next road course on the 2026 schedule is Watkins Glen in August, a track where SVG already won this year by over 7 seconds. Before that, he won there in 2023 on his debut weekend. Watkins Glen is essentially SVG's second home in American racing. If he wins there, he ties Gordon's 22-year record. And then, if he advances in the playoffs, the Charlotte Roval in October provides another opportunity to outright break it. There is a realistic scenario where this calendar year ends with a New Zealand driver in his third American season holding the all-time road course wins record that Jeff Gordon built across his entire legendary career. Let that land. And this is the honest answer to the competitor's narrative. There is no ban coming. There is no illegal technique. What SVG does with the clutch and braking zones is legal. It has been verified by post-race inspection after every single one of his 8 wins, and rival drivers are openly trying to copy it rather than complaining to NASCAR about it. You cannot ban something your competitors are actively studying in race cars on the other side of the world. But more importantly, and this is the point that really matters, the 50% win rate isn't explained by one technique. SVG's Supercars background gave him 20 years of muscle memory in cars that handle like NASCAR stock cars, on tracks that include street circuits and road courses. His car control is the product of thousands of laps of deliberate practice in the most relevant possible environment. That's not a loophole. That's a lifetime of preparation, meeting a perfect opportunity. And the record books are going to reflect it. The question isn't whether NASCAR will ban what SVG does. The question is, which track does he choose to make history at? So now I want to hear from you. Do you think SVG breaks Jeff Gordon's all-time road course wins record this season? And which race does it happen at? And honestly, does a 50% win rate in NASCAR's top series make him the greatest road course racer in the history of the sport? Drop it in the comments, hit like, and subscribe to Freedom Line News, where we cover every NASCAR story with the detail it actually deserves. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.